That means that shit is, those waves are going right. Hello, everybody.
Hey, here we go.
Bet you didn't expect to see the two of us, did you?
Yep. Your old pals back at it again. We kicked the other two to the curb.
That's right. It is straight night at Characters Welcome.
That's not what we called it before the show started, but sure. What a way to welcome in the viewers.
Come on in. The water is vanilla. Gosh, if you've never been here before, welcome to Characters Welcome. I'm Eric. That's
I'm
Justin over there. Yeah, Justin is coming at us live from inside of a tree.
I'm in
What's
the
it like?
woods. I'm on a loose cell phone, so look, there's woods there. We got some killer sun vibes over there. A lot of hostas over here. That's me on fire. It's
Holy
fun.
shit.
I'm out in the world.
We're not gonna rent your Airbnb, Justin. We're not gonna do it.
Come on, guys, it's nice. Stay with me. You could be in the background of this show right now. That's the big selling point.
What a dream. Welcome to the show. What a dream. If you've never seen the show before, we're gonna show you some of the best character performers. We say the world, but it usually ends up being Brooklyn and Los Angeles. But we're gonna show you a ton of them.
Yeah. Well, that's what draws in the people. Those coastal cities where the characters, like the whole country gets shaken and everyone falls to the outsides.
It's just like that. And that's the kind of energy that we want to bring to this show. We are Characters Welcome. We have a YouTube channel. You can subscribe to it. I just monetized the channel. So if you don't mind subscribing to it and watching a bunch of the videos that have ads on them, I would like that money. I'm going to be honest with you.
I just like contact with human beings. So please, Eric's a money guy. He's all out. He was like, the fastest way to money is character comedy. I'm not going to get into finance or investments. I'm going to climb the character ladder to get that cash.
I've got I got a bunch of servers chained together that are just working furiously, pumping out character scripts that I'm just trying to turn into NFTs and sell to y'all.
Yeah, you've been running a blockchain for character comedy, right?
Yeah.
Just using so much electricity.
It's using a lot of power. It is hurting the environment. But in the long term, we wouldn't get Fart Doctor, the doctor who can't stop farting, if I didn't have all these servers going.
A computer wrote that. Think about that. That's where we're at as a society. AI is taking over. Eric's infected.
Computers are taking our comedy jobs, I hope.
Yeah.
But hell, how you been, Justin? What have you been up to? We haven't seen you in a couple weeks.
I've been away. We went away right before the 4th. Came upstate. I've been, like I said, relying on internet. There's truly like dial-up modem stuff. Hanging out with the fam. I'm right on a lake. My mom's house is on a lake, so I grew up on this lake. Swam in the lake. I've been doing a lot of that. Do I look younger? Do I feel more youthful?
What else have you been up to?
You could say yes. No, I asked you a question. Maybe the connection's not great, but I did ask you a question about my youthful energy look.
You know what? One thing that I know about the youth is that they are obsessed with talking about their youthful energy. They cannot stop asking people how youthful they seem. For sure.
Yeah. What have you been doing, Eric? What have you been? How have you been spending your time? Your precious time on this earth.
Precious time, and I've been spending it working at a bar, working my ass off. I can beer. This was a beer that was no good, so it has no label. So I took it home and I'm drinking it. And
drinking trash beer.
I'm drinking garbage beer. That's what they give us. They throw full cans at us to make us leave at the end of the night. They're like, "Get out of here! Take this." Anyway, it was too hot this week. Or last week when I canned this beer, it was too hot to can the beer. That's why I have trash beer.
You can't can.
You can't can when it's too hot. The beer would not go into the cans. It was foaming out the top, and we wasted, I want to say, 60 cases of beer.
You got wasted on 60 cases of beer.
I got wasted on 60 cases of beer, and so that's what I've been up to. I've been drunk for 43 days.
Wow. Congratulations. That is going to really bring you the youthful energy that we all crave.
That's what we need. How about we get this show started? Show some folks what they're here to see or what they accidentally clicked on.
100% for all you accidental clickers. You're about to see a great performance. I'm very excited for this this person because I haven't seen her in a while. So please welcome out to the sideways rectangles, and in my case, the vertical rectangle. That girl you haven't seen since before the pandemic. Woo! Woo!
Oh my God, Melissa! It's me, Adrian! It's been ages. Yes, I have changed up my look. I know, it's intensely different. Why? Well, before the world shut down, I was anxious and depressed, but I never dealt with it because I was so wrapped up in trying to be perfect. Then, during the pandemic, it seemed like so many women were coming into their own in such amazing ways, it inspired me to discover who I am. A liberated woman? Oh, Melissa, that's a cute guess. No, I'm a fembot. Yeah, a fembot. Like from Austin Powers, Melissa. It's kind of ignorant to bring up Austin Powers. But sure, if that helps you. But it's not like I'm going to suddenly open fire out of my immaculate rack unless current program target shows up in the parking lot of this Sephora.
Ooh.
Sorry about that. I'm trying to stay more activated. What? No, I'm not joking. I'm a real fembot. The doctors aren't sure how it happened, and neither is Jerry, my mechanic. It's likely I was switched at birth, though, considering the old abandoned toy factory next to the hospital I was born in was rumored to be inhabited by an evil technological mastermind who escaped maximum security prison right around the time I was born. Funny, if that's the case, there's probably a regular woman working as a sexy underling somewhere. Maybe she's like, oh, what's wrong with me? Unfortunately, there's no way for us to know. How did I figure it out? Well, like everyone else this pandemic, being alone, like really alone for the first time is how I put it together. Oh, no, it wasn't an introspective thing. It turns out when I'm alone, I just stand and stare. Like, hold on, don't say anything. Nifty, right? Don't be scared, Melissa. This is a good thing. I no longer beat myself up for not meeting the societal expectations of women. I'm physically incapable of them. Be a good role model. Be a mother. Drink water. I was drinking 8 cups a day, having mini short circuit strokes every time, thinking the answer was more water. Because why? Instagram me? The real answer, Melissa, is listening to yourself. And looking to see if you have a built-in operating panel. Mine's in my ass. Melissa, for so many years, I struggled and thought the problem was me. I'm bad. But it's not that I'm bad. It's that I'm a sexy android equipped with all the tools necessary to seduce and kill. I spent years trying to be a girl boss, but of course it didn't work. I'm a girl henchman. What do I actually do now? Good question. Well, I just moved into my own place. It's great. It's the set of an Ariana Grande music video. And I'm freelancing for this European billionaire who won't tell me his real name. The pay is amazing. And for about 10 hours a day, I listen to Nancy Sinatra and do this. Oh, Melissa, I wish I could stay to hear what you've been up to, but my ass is buzzing, which means target has entered Sephora parking lot. Machine gun boobies activated. My tits are about to blow. You better clear out. Bye,
girl! Yes. Oh my God, Adrian. Wow. How are you?
I'm good.
You're obviously good.
Clearly I'm thriving. Yeah.
God, what a character. Let me ask you: Did we get the costume first and then the idea, or the idea and then we got the costume?
The idea and then the costume. And I'll tell you, the Austin Powers like official, or I don't know if it's official, but like the fembot, like okay, so it was like $70 to buy what is clearly like Halloween crap. So instead, I bought a nightie and like hot glued a feather boa onto it, which was way.
This is what Big Austin Powers doesn't want you to know. They've been trying to hide this shit for years.
Yes, but the truth is out now. I'm exposing them.
True. Oh my God, that was so funny.
Thank you. How are you guys?
So funny. I saw bits and pieces because my internet failed because it's powered by wood. But I'm back feeling much stronger now. My rectangle is the right direction. But let me just say, the wig looks amazing.
Thank you. It's very tall.
This wig, though, from Michael Hartney. Look, Dad's here.
Michael Hartney, Dad watching from a distance. That's what dads do, is they come to the game, but they don't let you see. They don't let you see them.
They just watch from a distance. Gosh, I really related to that water, your water section. I've been trying to get more water in my life. It ain't easy, and it's not making me feel any better. Let me tell you that right now.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes I forget that like food has water in it too. So like I think I don't know. I think the 8 cups, it's probably it's a lot. It's a lot of water.
Is this you talking, or is this still the fembot character?
This is me. Like you ever actually try and have I mean, I like I don't even dislike water, but like if you tried really like 8 cups, it's a lot.
Plus, once you start focusing on it, it becomes like a task for the day. Because I agree, soup is water. Let's just eat soups.
That's a good point.
It's just some salty water.
Yeah. Maybe that's counterproductive in a lot of ways, but
yeah. I mean, I guess not all food has water, but like.
Yeah, like for instance, beef jerky is almost a desert when it comes to water content.
Yes. Yeah.
It's specifically not supposed to be water. Yeah.
It removes water from you.
Yeah, indeed. Adrian, do you have anything to promote? You got anything going on? Any shows coming up?
I do. It's so weird being when you're a normal person. I do. My sketch comedy team, Young Douglas, 2 things to promote. We host a weekly show with Squirrel live in at Caveat on Monday night, 7:30, called Acorns. And each week we have 2 different sketch teams or solo shows, but it's like the best sketch in the city we can find, 2 sets a week, and we host it. And then the other big thing to promote, also at Caveat through Squirrel, is Saturday, July 24th, 10 p.m. We have our own show called Young Douglas Live. It's our first like full length show, and Yasir Lester is going to do a set of stand up.
Love him.
And, Dylan Adler is going to do a set of musical comedy, and I think it's going to be a pretty great show. So
that's great. That's going to be so much fun.
So good.
Yes.
So we'll look out for that. Well, Adrian, thank you so much for being here. Again, Wig is getting lots of love in the chat. Always good to see you.
Oh my God, good to see you. Thank you so much, guys. Have a good rest of your show.
Feel a Dolly Parton character in your future. See you later.
Another Dolly wig.
Oh my God. That's too many.
Different phases of Dolly's career. We'll keep our eyes out for that later.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So fun.
A second wig. I've never been a wig guy in character pieces. Have you, Justin? Are you a wig man?
Not a huge wig guy. Whenever I inevitably try a wig, it's too much, and then it's in my mouth often because I usually will go with a long hair wig if I'm going to do it. So I usually don't. Hats are like hairless wigs.
Well, we don't even need to start with this because you already have a weird idea of what's a mask versus what's a hat, as we all know.
I stand by what I said.
So when you said you have a lot of hats, I don't even know I can't even visualize what you mean when you said you have a lot of hats, because I don't know what that means. I don't know if that's something like this.
This is a great hat. That's a good hat. Let me just say like this. Let me just say right now, we look like we're in two different Wes Anderson scenes, and I think that's a good look for both of us.
Did you say two different Wes Anderson movies? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Big time. I'm like the precocious son who's like, he thinks he's smart, but he's not smart at all. He makes a lot of bad decisions. What Wes Anderson character are you?
I'm your uncle trying to get you. This is sort of a pandemic Wes Anderson take. And I'm trying to get you to come out to the country so I can teach you how to be a man. You got too many tiny frames. The original frame's a shingle, brother. Get out to the lake. You need to snort a mosquito and get out here and ride a bear.
God, Owen Wilson is right behind you, isn't he?
Yeah, Owen Wilson was supposed to play this part, but then he did Loki, so it ended up being me. Apologies to everybody.
That's it. Hey, how about we keep this show going? What do you think?
Let's do it. Very excited for our next week's. Well, first, have we shouted out the Venmo? We should do that real quick.
Let's shout out the Venmo.
Let's donate to this show, to these performers. A lot of our performers have multiple Dolly Parton wigs or hats, and that's the kind of thing that we need support. So throw us some cash. Suggested donation $5. You can hit us up at Squirrel NYC on Venmo. That is a business account because we are a business. It's a show business, right, Eric?
There is no business like show business, like don't take our money, Venmo. How the saying goes.
That's exactly right. That's the mashed up meme version of it. So thank you so much. Keep the money going. That gets split between everybody involved. And that helps pay for these old timey prospector shingles that I put on this backdrop earlier this afternoon. Let's keep it going. That's it. Let's welcome out our next performer. Please welcome to the Rectangle, someone I'm excited to be cheered up by, an optimist. An optimist.
Hey there, killer. How you doing? Little rough? Hey, that's okay. I'm here to make you feel better. I'm a book a little optimistic affirmations. You know. Like, I think your alcoholic aunt has one sitting on her coffee table. Anyway, I'm here to give you that little boost of confidence that you need. I come with kind little sayings like, when one door closes, another door opens. And a bunch of mosquitoes just got in. Great. Oh, you didn't know there was a second half to these sayings? Oh, there is. There's always been second halves to these sayings. Life is pain, brochacho. Welcome to hell. I hope these get you through your sad little funk, or at least make you realize that you can't call something a funk when it lasts forever. Because everything happens for a reason. Usually the reason is you seem too happy. How you feel, buddy? Oh. There are plenty of fish in the sea. Also unexploded naval mines. That's kind of scary. Don't sweat the small stuff. Sweat the big stuff and ignore the small stuff until the small stuff becomes the big stuff. And then there's new small stuff to not sweat. That's an allegory for something. Having trouble with love? Well, guess what? Absence makes the heart grow fonder. And now you know that fondness feels like dog shit. So that's cool. Going through a rough patch? Every cloud has a silver lining. And that means that even clouds have more nice things than you. All right.
Woo!
How about this, buddy? There's always sun after the rain, which kills the worms that came up because they were drowning. Nature is fucked up, huh? Wow. In this crazy world we live in, I hope this is helping. After all, lions don't lose sleep over the opinions of sheep. They lose sleep over lion aneurysms. It can happen to anyone, and it's very scary. All right, I gotta go. Your alcoholic aunt is smiling a bunch, so she's about to do something really stupid. But remember, if you're feeling up or if you're feeling down, this too shall pass. Like a kidney stone, slowly and through your penis hole.
Woo!
Oh, there
Eric,
it is.
you're really feeling the positive energy of midsummer energy.
Everybody, So everybody out there is having a hot vax summer. I just want to bring everybody back to earth and remind them, this too shall pass, guys. This too shall pass.
Kidney stones are legitimately one of my greatest fears. And going back to the conversation we just had with Adrian, I feel like I don't drink enough water. And mostly what I drink is coffee and alcohol, which I think are generally feeding kidney stones. And also my father had kidney stones. And he said it was the most painful thing in his life. And he was a construction worker.
Go ahead.
I was going to say he hammered a nail into his hand once, and he was like, the kidney stone was worse.
And he had you as a child.
That's right.
And
are you saying I would have lightened that load? You're saying I'm like a bright spot. Like that.
Yeah. Your youthful energy knows no bounds. I wonder what you'd be like in your actual youth. Is what I'm saying. I'm sure that
you're saying a lot with these statements, Eric, and I appreciate every bit of it.
So what are you doing to prevent kidney stones? And
absolutely nothing. I'm doing nothing. Yeah. It's like an approaching train. I see the approaching train, and all I'm doing is finishing my picnic on the train tracks.
Oh boy! Well, I will
say
there's
no water at the picnic. There's no.
That's it. You're drinking beer at the picnic, and it's 9 a.m. I'm also I'm like a coffee water beer guy. So I do get my water sandwich in between my coffee and my beer. And I'm trying, but I do not want to have kidney stones. I am scared of that as well. I feel like that ain't it. You know what I mean?
Yes, that's very specifically ain't it. Your point. That's a doctor. That's basically what a doctor says.
They say that,
brother, that ain't it.
Anything that a doctor medically has to pulverize in order for you to be better, that doesn't sound good at all. I don't want any part of my body pulverized.
The fact that the doctors are like, so what I'm going to do to solve this is I'm going to use sound. It's a very uncle in this garage way of solving the problem. Like, I'm going to rock that stone out. So get close to my amp. Now, and that stone goes running when he just hits the right riff. Again, it's a very we haven't solved the problem.
No. And we're not doing anything to try to solve it or try to stop it. What a dream. What a dream.
What a dream. Shall we keep speaking of a dream? It's time for this dream to transition into another dream.
Speaking of uncles and folks not from this decade, that's as good as my transitions are going to get tonight. Let us welcome to the rectangles. Please respect them. A Korean war vet.
Yes.
Soldiers, I'm dying. I got shot. No, don't waste morphine on me. It's fatal. Approaching death's door, and I don't want to leave any secrets behind. Can you write letters to my family and my loved ones? The first letter should go to my wife. Dear beloved Belinda, I'm gay as hell and dead as fuck. We had 3 beautiful children, because that's what you do when you're gay in 1950. I hope you have a wonderful life with your best friend, Nancy. Oh, I know Nancy is your lesbian lover. It's okay. Love always, Ronald. How does that sound, fellas? Well, I got to say it all now. I can't take it to the grave with me. Oh, all the things I never know. I had a dream that one day I own a restaurant and everything would be black and white. Oh, stupid. All the patrons are black. The servers, they're all white. Guess I'll never know. One thing I do know is war. It's so important. We lost hundreds of thousands of men gained half an acre of putrid Korean swampland. Oh, my time is coming. I need you to write the next 2 letters, both at the same time. Send one to my son Damien and the other to my lover Darnell. Dear baby boy, oh, how I loved watching you grow. You used to work so hard just to make your daddy happy. I'd do anything to smell the top of your head one last time. Keep your nose clean and take care of your brothers. Love, Daddy. Can you read that back to me, fellas? Perfect. Jackson, what's that look for? Nobody has to know what happened between us in the foxhole, how we were packed in so tight, I smacked your face and whispered sweet nuns into your butthole. Smith, Sullivan, Cardoza, your secret's safe with me. Nobody's going to know how we had gritty pig play in the mess hall that night. Oh, it was greedy and it was pig play. If it wasn't greedy pig play, then what was it? Oh, I don't care. I loved it. Brenton, everyone knows we fucked. We fucked so good. Oh, my time is coming. The last 2 letters are already written. They're for the 2 most important people in my life. One for my daddy. The other one for my daddy. Don't get them mixed up. Oh, fellas, make a statue of me. Face down, ass up. That's the way I like to be remembered.
Oh, Steve, yes. Oh, boy. Steve Gray, everybody.
Steve Gray, everybody.
How's it going?
Steve, that piece is so good. I love saying that every time. It's so funny.
How you
So
guys
fun.
Good.
Good.
Hanging out.
I love the idea that the whole rest of that soldiers battalion was just sitting around being like, oof, what's he going to say next?
Oh, yeah, we're up next.
Just watching him die. Yeah.
Setting everyone ablaze before I go out.
Oh, amazing. War.
Pig
It
play.
is so important.
It is
so important.
So
necessary. Important. You get people telling their truth on their way out the door. No one gets to do that unless you're dying on a battlefield.
Exactly.
Oh, boy. God, what have you been up to during quarantine, Steve? How have you been?
What have I been up to? I've been working. I've been writing. I'm getting back into performing. I had my first improv show on Friday.
That's great.
Yeah, it was fun to be back on stage. Although it was like, my brain was like, oh, hold on. But it was fun. I'm glad to get back out there.
Let me ask you, I feel like I've been trying to sort of poll all the people doing their first shows back. Did it feel like you were sort of like a student, an improv student again, in that way of being like a little nervous? You're a little like, right.
Absolutely. Plus, I performed with like Shannon and Sebastian and Caroline and Devin. And so it's just like performing with pros. I was a little bit like, and I was like, no, you got this. You'll be fine. A little bit of liquid courage always helps also.
100%. Well, I just love that sort of group regression we're all having as a unit back. I think it's like sort of useful that we go back a little bit in our development as comedians and have that, again, youthful energy a little bit to like bring back to the whole thing. It changes the perspective.
Water and youthful energy. Those are the 2 most important themes today.
Justin, are you, if in like 10 minutes you try to sell us some type of fucking supplements, I wouldn't be surprised.
She sells supplements, Airbnb, everything.
It's not a supplement. It's a liquid that you put in your water, and the energy you get from this thing, it's amazing. It's derived from quartz points. The gems, the actual point of the quartz dripping. It's the best part of the mineral. Anyway, I have a whole. My character is a commercial for this.
Justin, your eyes are bleeding.
Yes, that's a side effect, but that's the youth. Because I don't know if you've seen kids, a lot of their eyes are bleeding. They have so much blood. You're full of blood.
Steve, where are you coming at us from? You're in New York then, right?
I'm in Brooklyn, Fort Greene. I've been here the whole time. I'm going to finally go visit my family in Chicago, but like I haven't left. I'm like, is it safe to come out? Okay. All right. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel you on that. Sarah and I did the same thing. We never left our box.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, it's interesting to get back out there. Even just like I'm going in stores now, no one's wearing a mask, and I'm like, oh, do I take the mask off? And then people don't have a mask, and I'm like, just look, and then the person's like, oh, is he looking at me because I don't have a mask on? It's just like, I don't know. I just keep
I think we're in a weird place in two ways. One, it's all bad news when it comes to COVID, but two, it's like you're supposed to not wear the mask in some ways. It's like, oh no, you're vaccinated now, so you're supposed to not wear. It's like it's a confusing time.
Right, because it's like if you don't have it on, then but no, I'm vaccinated. I want to show I'm vaccinated. I don't know.
Yeah,
it's weird. It's weird. It's weird.
And we're gonna solve it tonight with this drink that will cure COVID. I guarantee it. It worked out. No.
I'm going to stick around for that then.
Yeah, okay, good.
I find out about this mineral that kills COVID.
Yeah. Please do. Steve, do you have any other shows to promote? Anything coming up?
Not right now, but hopefully soon.
Hopefully soon. Well, that piece is so good. Folks, you can watch that one on the Characters Welcome YouTube page. It is so strong. What a great piece. And it's always good to see you, Steve.
Good to see you all also.
Great to see you, Steve. Have a good one.
You too. Have a good one. Thanks for having me.
Of course.
Later.
Enjoy the rest of the show.
It's so funny, right?
So fun. And that gray backdrop, it felt very like an indie war movie, like a Lars Van Trier war movie vibes. Oh, like shit. Who's getting? Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, we could just keep this thing rolling. What do you think?
Well, we could, the train. We've got a lot of train metaphors. Like, have you traveled by train, Eric? Are you a train guy?
I've never taken a significant train travel in my life. I don't think I've been an airplane boy or let's just fucking hop in the car and drive.
You got to take the train. You got to see America by train.
Because it's slower and it stinks and the food is bad and it's as expensive as an airplane, right?
Bring your book of positive catchphrases, and I promise you, it'll turn the train travel around. It's time. You'll be writing poetry in the margins.
Because there's a quiet car on the train, right? Which implies that every other car on the train is so loud they had to make a car for quiet.
Yes, I think you're thinking of like the Long Island Railroad. And let me say, traveling by train, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about a romantic journey across west across America. The Rocky Mountains.
Am I falling in love with America?
No, romance, it doesn't mean you're falling in love all the time. It's like romantic in the sense of like an adventure, like the old-fashioned use of the word romantic. You're having this romantic journey where it's about you.
News. I got bad news. That is the opposite of youthful. You've just aged out of youth, man.
I'm telling you, this is like Victorian. It's not like this is a word used in the 80s. You gotta break out. You gotta break out, Eric.
When have you traveled by train? Where'd you go?
I traveled. I did an internship after college or during college at an opera house. I was a theater major at an opera house way up in the Rocky Mountains above Denver. It was horrifying. It was a horrible experience, actually. But I traveled 2 days by Amtrak to get there, and that part was cool. Traveling. The trick is traveling alone. You learn a lot about yourself, and it's great to have that kind of journey.
Yeah, I mean, okay. Yeah, I've never taken like a vacation by myself. I'm thinking about it because I've been living by myself. I've been living by myself for the first time in my life, and that is a wild ride.
I would say traveling by yourself is much better because you actually meet people. Living by yourself, I don't think you meet people. It's the opposite.
Not at all. No, I'm just I'm just mad at whoever left dishes in the sink. You know?
Yeah, and that was you. So definitely, you got to get out there. Unless you have some burglar dropping dirty dishes in there, a reverse burglar.
A reverse burglar, someone that comes and just like doinks up your house and leaves stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Brings dirty dishes and then steals clean ones. That's a Brooklyn burglar right there.
That's all right. Let's keep this show going. Really excited for this next character. God. Justin, I think we can relate.
Yes, I've been in this position.
I've been here before.
Please welcome out a white man pitching his spice company on Shark Tank.
Yes.
Hello, sharks. My name is Matt Bowen, and I am so excited to be on Shark Tank today. For centuries, white people who looked mostly like me sailed the world in search of spices to flavor their food. Civilizations were lost, entire cultures destroyed, and today we have $1 billion spice trade that spans continents, at least the continents that matter. Well, guess what? I'm here to turn the spice industry on its head, a reverse colonization, if you will. Sharks, for your consideration, I'd like to introduce Spice for Whites. I founded this company a decade ago when I, a white man, moved to pre-gentrification Bushwick. After years of struggling to fit in, I decided to create a place where white people just like me could shop, a spice store just for us. Spice for Whites is all about making transplants to up-and-coming neighborhoods feel at home. This beautiful baby is my pride and joy. My team spent years searching for a garlic powder that wasn't as pungent as the ones currently on the market. It took a lot of time and ultimately required us to harvest the garlic before most traditional companies would consider it ready, but we finally have it. Introducing Garlish. It's like garlic-ish. This one routinely sells out at farmers markets with over 3,000 five-star reviews as our patented red powder. Think paprika without the spice. Go on, give it a sniff. You'll see that it smells like absolutely nothing. See? No coughing. Just pure red dye 40. Have you ever tasted salt and thought, this is too salty? Me too. It's a universal problem. Our R&D team has been working hard to solve it and is thrilled to share, for the first time ever and on national TV, Saltless. It's salt, but with 50% of the flavor extracted and removed. Super grainy, barely salty. It'll go great on a casserole. In the baskets near your seats, you can find the full Spice for Whites collection, including our limited holiday specials, Caucasian coriander, Country Club cumin, and NPR nutmeg. You'll also find one of our patented flavor extractor guns. Pop it in your pocket, take it with you to any restaurant, and if you encounter a food with too much flavor, just point and shoot. It'll instantly become 20% blander and therefore 20% more delicious. Our spices are vetted by a diverse group of test subjects so that you can trust what you're getting is the real deal. Diversity of opinion, that is, don't worry. Some of them just don't believe in global warming. So, sharks, what do you say? $2 billion for 1% equity? Mark Cuban, I know you're in. Your last name might be ethnic, but you're not fooling anyone. You want real spices? What do you think this is? Whole Foods?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Ashni, how are you?
I'm good. How are you guys doing?
Oh, good.
Great to see you.
Nice seeing you.
Yeah, really good. Salt now with less salt. Honestly,
would you buy it?
Yeah, salt with less salt. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I love the character, but like, I didn't see what was so weird about those spices. Like, I love the sort of medium flavor opportunities we have here. Right? Can I just order these?
Yeah, you can buy them online, spiceforwhites.com.
Spice for White.
We ship globally.
You need to grab that website right now before someone.
I know.
Right? Spice for White. That is so funny. Holy shit.
It's so funny. Very fun. I mean, I could see that. That's a commercial parody ready to film.
Oh, really good. I think Shark Tank. Do you watch a lot of Shark Tank?
I don't. I like watched bits and pieces of an episode because my partner was watching it. And I was like, this is a character could be here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mostly characters. I would say those are mostly characters.
Yeah. They do great character work.
It's like sad to watch people's dreams when I don't like their dreams. That's what I hate about the show. It's really hard to watch people be like, I poured my life into this, and I'm like, I don't like that.
That was a poor choice. Yeah.
Like you should have picked something else.
Yeah.
They essentially say this is stupid to most of those people. I mean, honestly, it's like American Idol for people who don't have performing abilities. It's like people who are like, this is my dumb idea dream, and I'm just going to try to say it to you 4 assholes is what we could just call them, right? They're 4 dicks.
Yeah, they're shitty people. Yeah.
Everyone on the show is bad, and it makes me feel bad. That's tough. What have you been up to during quarantine?
I moved from Brooklyn to Brooklyn, just from Williamsburg to Crown Heights. So I moved south.
Crown Heights, that's where I live. Not right now.
Are you really? Oh, okay.
Where in Crown Heights are you?
I guess I'm cheating a little bit. It's the border of Prospect Heights and Crown Heights. So it's
You're in the cool part. You moved from Williamsburg. You moved from Williamsburg to future Williamsburg, and I appreciate the move. You're riding the wave.
I'm following the people who would buy these spices. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but it's been good. I took some classes. I got
Great
a lot
choice.
of IKEA furniture. My instructors. Yeah.
I'm sure the class was amazing.
It was. My instructors were great.
Oh, that's good. That's nice. Yeah. Have you done any live shows yet?
No, it's been mostly satire. I've been writing a lot. I need to do some things in person, but I'm just kind of like not ready to see other people.
Don't blame me for that at all.
Very fair.
I'm going to use that excuse for a long time.
Yeah.
More than okay.
I think it's going to work for a long time. Like we're in a good spot for excuse making.
That's true. I think we're ready. I think it's time that we can all just admit that like people aren't that much fun, right? Like
small doses.
Hold on. Ease up here. You're pushing pushing your agenda
I'm ready to hit
very
send.
hard.
I'm ready to hit send on the worst. Well, where can we find more of your writing?
Oh, well, you can find some jokes on Rejectress, occasionally off mag. You can follow me on Instagram at the link down there.
Yeah, that's that Insta.
Yeah. I'm also on Twitter at UshmeTweets. I think that's it. Yeah.
Well, that's great.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for doing the show.
So much fun.
Thanks for having me. I love making fun of white people.
Me too. Please. By being a stupid one.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, that was so fun. That was a great piece.
Very.
Really. Oh boy. Yeah. What's your kitchen look like back at home? Do you cook a lot, Justin?
I do. I cook most nights. I cook a lot. And like, as much as I was saying I don't like spice, I actually do like spice. I'm a spice guy, bringing that heat. I have a garden where I grow a bunch of herbs.
Oh, that's right. You do. You talked about how much money you spent to grow a tomato, right?
Yes. Well, I did a character about that, and there was a lot of truth behind it. Because it is stupid. Yeah. But yeah, I cook all the time.
Is someone tending to your garden right now that you're upstate?
A friend of mine is staying at my place, and he says he's watering it, but I don't know. I keep saying, like, eat some of the vegetables. And he's like, sure. And I want him to be like, post a picture. Like, look, I ate this, which I would think he would do, but he hasn't done it yet. So I'm worried something bad has happened.
You think like, what's the worst case? What's the worst thing that could happen? How long are you going upstate? You're here a couple days, a week?
I've been up here for like 2 weeks. I'm going back in like a week.
3 weeks.
Yeah,
that's more than enough time to.
Things could be ruined. Yeah, there could be boll weevils. I don't know. There's 7 plagues could have come through my beautiful little Garden of Eden.
Oh no! Do you have plants inside as well, or do you think that that's not fair to the plants?
Yeah, I'm not an inside plant guy. I couldn't constrict a beautiful little fern like that. I want to let them run free and grow to their heart desires. Exactly. That's a prison. That to me is a prison. We need to free that.
I'm fucking mounted. That's a trophy on my wall. Look at that guy.
Exactly. That's just like you went in the woods and shot that deer, except it's a tiny plant and you put it on your wall.
I will say Sarah got me a plant one time that was like this big, maybe like half of a hand tall. And I don't know if you can see it. Can you see it in the corner?
Wow, yes.
She's like 2.5, 3 feet tall. She's getting pretty big.
You're a good plant daddy.
It'll never happen again. That'll be the only plant I will ever keep alive.
Why? The stress is killing you?
Yeah, it's too much for me. I can't handle it. It's like, do I water it? Do I take the dirt out? Does it need dirt? I don't know.
A lot of plants you need to re-dirt them like once every 2 days, 2-3 days, I think, because they need that fresh. Like you eat a lot every day, and like the plants the same way because plants eat dirt.
That's why I give every one of my plants in the house 64 ounces of water a day. That's really good for it, I think.
Your plants are drinking more water than I am, and I'm a full-on human.
Oh boy. Hey, Justin, you're up there at your place with your lake. That's cool.
Thank you.
Have you met any cool characters up there?
Yes, it's all characters. Many of them are my relatives, and they are characters. I've been playing a lot of cards with the characters up here.
Wow, that's pretty cool. How about we welcome our next character?
That's a great idea. Let's do it.
Let's welcome our next character. Please welcome to the Rectangles, Chip at his lake house.
Woo!
Schönes Mädchen, komm doch noch rüber. Schönes Mädchen, lass mich nie wieder. Komm schon, schönes Mädchen, komm doch mal her. Schönes Mädchen, lass.
God, it's been such a fun weekend to have the whole extended family, the damn family, as I say it, at the lake house has truly warmed my woodsy old heart. 65, you know what I'm talking about, youthful energy. We got to spill some wine, exaggerate the fish we caught, right? This big, right, Hank? Hank lies about this fish. Little Kirk got up on water skis for the first time, left his bathing suit behind in the lake, though. Saw his little winkus. We all saw his winkus. We all did. Am I right? And, of course, we truly got to reconnect as a family. There is just one thing, the lake rules. When you guys got here, I walked you through these rules, and I got to say, did you think I was fucking kidding? About these rules? I know they're written in like a fun font, like some sort of cross-eyed kids lemonade stand, but I am dead ass serious about these rules. No, you sit down. You sit down because we got to walk through this shit before anybody goes anywhere. That's right. I have all your keys frozen in a block of ice in the hunting freezer. Now listen, rule number 1, wake up smiling. This isn't a joke. Did even one of you do this once? I hovered over each of your faces every morning for 45 minutes, and most of you woke up screaming. Probably because I was wearing the skin of a recently killed deer. Lake rule broken. Rule number 2, soak up the sun. This one is so fucking easy. But then I watch all of you just slathering yourself with sunscreen, rejecting the sun's rays. You soaked up nothing except for little Kirk's winkus, which got a full dose of the sun when we all saw it, because we all saw that winkus. Lake rule broken. Rule number 3, drink good wine. Quick question, Dana. Is Merlot good wine? Is it? Because we all know the god Paul Giamatti told us that Merlot is trash. And yet there you go, happily drinking Merlot, Pinot Grigio, and Mango White Claw, the Merlot of alcoholic seltzers. Listen, I fought in the Vietnam War to keep hard seltzer out of this country. And now we're literally drowning in it. Lake rule broken. Rule number 4, nap often. Often is defined as every 5 to 7 minutes, and you people spend almost the entire day awake. You can't swing a dead cat in these woods and not hit a tree with a hammock on it. That's a lake rule broken. Rule number 5, enjoy every sunset. The sunset is nature's fireworks. The Earth's way of saying, hey, let's share some beautiful stuff to end this day before I release the wolves to come and eat you. And you people took one casual photo of it and then turned your back on our great solar lord. God, why don't you take signs seriously? When I bought that Popedy's Nerfix sign, I meant it. Anyway, great weekend. And there's just one lake rule that I haven't mentioned. On Sundays, we all fight to the death. So hold on to your winkus, little Kirk, because I'm hunting you first.
What the fuck, Justin? Where did you get a fucking gun, dude?
I'm in the woods. I'm in the woods.
Okay. Is that a real gun?
No, it's a BB gun. Come on, I'm not a maniac.
Let me ask you something. Same thing as Adrian. Did the prop come first and then the character, or the character and then you wrote those rules out?
This is a popular sign at many cabins on this lake. Are like the fun lake rules, or like, this is a lake house. We drink wine and sleep. And so someone who takes those signs very seriously.
We drink wine and sleep.
I mean, truly, there's so much of that everywhere.
How big is this lake? Are there multiple houses on this lake?
Yeah. A lot of the lakes in upstate New York have a lot of what we call camps, but they're cabins. There are probably like, I don't know, 50 of them on this lake. It's like 1.5 miles by 1 mile.
Oh, it's a huge lake.
I mean, that's not crazy huge, but yeah.
The biggest lake I've ever heard of.
You ever heard of? Oh, wow. It's I guess it's a great lake.
Wow. But it's not one of the, it's a Great Lake, not the Great Lake.
Right. Yeah. It's a great capital G lake, capital L. Like there are 5 of them. There are 5 of them in the country, and this is one of them.
Oh, good. Perfect. I guess
a lot of people think the Great Lakes are much larger than they are, but they're actually very tiny. It's more about how fun they are than how big they are.
1.5 miles is big, Justin. That's a big lake. Is that not a big lake?
It's not a huge lake. I sound off in the comments, lake heads, but it's a regular sized lake.
Holy shit, you're a real lake size queen, Justin.
Yes, that's what the back of my shirt says, is lake size queen. So, shout in the comments, Justin, are you enjoying the sunset? Yes, I'm losing my light. The sun is setting here, and I'm worshiping it.
Oh, it's nice. I guess I thought when I hear lake, I think what is in my brain is like a pond. I thought there was like a nice big pond behind your house, not like
yes, you are definitely thinking of a pond, I think.
But it's still like stagnant water, right? The water doesn't change ever.
It's not. No, it's not stagnant. Though there's an inlet and an outlet, and the water sort of flows through. It's a crystal clear lake.
So I'm thinking of a pond again.
Yeah, you're thinking of like a ditch.
No, don't. I don't. Wait, did Justin leave? Is that why we're just on me? Okay. Well, I'm so sorry that I didn't know the differences between ponds and lakes. I never grew up on a lake before in my entire life. Eric is confused by bodies of waters. That's true. I didn't know. Chat, just tell me if I'm wrong here. There it is. Tell me if I'm wrong. Did you all know that lakes had entrances and exits? Am I crazy to think that lakes don't have entrances and exits? Why is that not just a river? That's a river then. It's a fat river.
Oh man, I wish I had more time to really talk to you about this, but I don't think we do.
Isn't that just a big? It's not the big part of a river.
No. I don't know. You have to Google lakes or like a pond. There, water leaves and enters. It's not like just a bunch of rain fell into it. You're thinking of a puddle, and then it just slowly dries up.
No, ponds do not have ins and outs, do they?
Where do you think the water comes from? It just lands there, and then that's it.
I don't know.
Yeah, you don't know. You don't know. It's not. If it was just the same water, it would be like this rotten. And ponds are more stagnant than lakes, but like rivers are the least stagnant.
I'm very confused. I'm confused.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm confused by bodies of water. Thank you for that for the second time. Folks, if you need me to learn a little something about lakes, rivers, and estuaries, you could always donate to the artist at Venmo. You can Venmo us at Squirrel NYC. That is our business. Go to our business account at Squirrel NYC. Suggested donation is $5. Whatever will get me to the nearest body of water museum. Honestly, I just feel Yeah, Adrian's saying maybe it just lands there. Maybe the water just lands there. That's not crazy to think that maybe the water just happens to land in that place. I don't know. I feel failed by the public school system, like, badly. I feel like I made it through elementary school, through middle school, through high school, and I did not know that ponds had entrances and exits. I also don't know what you call the entrance and exits. But if somebody's telling me that a lake has a body of water that comes into the lake and then a body of water that leaves the lake, that's a river. That's not a lake.
Wait, I just got kicked off and you're still talking about this?
I'm stating my case, dude.
You're talking to no one about this? Who's helping you?
I'm upset, dude. Lakes are just rivers, bro.
Oh my God.
We don't have time to talk about this because, unfortunately, we are down to our final guest. And double unfortunately, Justin, that means that comedy is over for tonight, right?
Yes. It's a shame. Comedy, like the water in a pond, is stagnant and will never be moved again. Unless, of course, there's an inlet, an outlet of comedy and an influx of newer comedy that would change the stagnation of it up.
And let me see. Do we have more comedy then? Let me check the inside and the outside of this river. Is there more comedy after this? Coming up is the Squirrel Jam with Shrek. You know what that means, folks? That means if you wanted to do improv, you could stick around. If you're on the YouTube page or if you're on the JFL Facebook page, you could move over to the Squirrels Twitch channel and you could do some goddamn improv with some amazing improvisers. You too can be in the rectangles talking about rivers, lakes, and estuaries. What's an estuary?
Honestly, you don't need to talk about this anymore because we've definitely covered it. So like for the next show, definitely you could leave this particular subject behind. An estuary, I believe, is a shallow area, usually of a like around salt water, where sort of the mix of salt water and fresh water.
And what's
something you want to preserve?
What's a tributary?
A tributary? That's a smaller body of water, like a stream that feeds into a river.
That's just another river.
Wow, we can't talk about this anymore. Let's welcome out our next guest, our final guest. Comedy continues. This conversation does not. Please welcome out a lot of youthful energy with every kid on HBO's Euphoria.
Hey, you're the new girl, right? Welcome to the high school from Euphoria. I'm Jade, not like the color. It's short for jaded. Why are you staring at me like that? It's like you've never seen a 16-year-old in a crop top and a jockstrap at 8 a.m. before. Grow up. I like your lip gloss, though. Is that Burt's Bees hydrated mint? Go off. Oh, don't be intimidated. It's not just you. My very existence on television has even the coolest of adults asking themselves, wait a minute, was I a loser in high school? And to that I ask, well, did you boof? You don't know what boofing is. Okay, who are you? Sandy from the first half of Grease? Boofing is when you take a tampon and soak it in vodka or Coke and shove it up your pussy or bussy respectfully. And yes, I can say that now. My blood pact with Mickey Mouse expired and now I'm on HBO, bitch. Oh, don't make that face. It clashes with your Forever 21. Look, I never really do this, and ultimately I'll come to regret it as you'll be the source of my downfall that forces me to reflect on the harsh walls I put up to protect myself, but why don't I take you under my wing? We're tight now, but not too tight, like a vintage scrunchie, or my asshole after all the boofing. Oh, stop it. You're too cute. Don't thank me yet. Spoiler alert, this is all gonna blow up in your face. After all, I am a vengeful, home-wrecking triple Gemini with an unquenchable thirst for your father's cum-cum in my tum-tum. Wow, that was a mouthful. Sort of like your dad. But don't worry, I'm an incredible actor. I can handle lengthy text. In fact, everyone at this school's an incredible actor. Well, that or they have famous parents. Oh, shit. I just got an anonymous text from one of my teachers threatening to expose me and my dirty little secrets. Wait, that's a different show? Seriously? It feels really similar. Well, surely it's a different network. No, same network, different show. Okay. That's sus AF. But TBH, they all sort of blur together for me. Yeah. Just another sloppy teenage mess with high viewership. Sort of like my asshole after all the boofing. Meet me at the game tonight, and then we'll go to Kyle's for the after party. We're all going to play Rim the Bottle. Yeah, it's like Spin the Bottle, but instead of making out, we eat each other's asses. You've met Kyle, right? No? Okay, well, his dad's blind, so we can do ketamine there. Oh, and wear something that shows whole.
Holy shit, so good. Woo, man, that was really funny. Holy shit. How you doing, Camden?
I'm good. I'm very happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, that was really, really good. Yeah, certainly does. I mean, I think you hit the nail on the head there. It definitely makes me feel like, I mean, I know that I was pathetic in high school, but it makes me feel even more pathetic.
Right? You're like, damn, I really was missing out. If nothing else, I wasn't wearing body glitter to math class. So
yeah, no, I didn't. I showed hardly any hole at all.
You know what? I feel like it depended on the day. Homecoming, prom, a little hole, but besides that, on a day to day, never.
Yeah, hardly any hole. God, that also reminded me.
For the big nights, you show the hole.
Yeah, we show the whole thing. That also reminded me that high school started at like 7:15 in the morning, which is a crime.
Well, get this. I would show up early. I would take a 0 period so I could take more theater classes. So I did history every year at truly like 6:30 in the morning. Like I'd get there in the dark just so I could take more electives.
Oh my God.
I mean, it didn't matter.
What teacher had to do that?
Or cheating at 1, so.
Yeah. Jesse says, what teacher did you? So there was a teacher that just agreed to do that.
There's a couple classes. Yeah, you could sign up for 0 period, and you would just get there really early, and then everyone would go get bagels, and then you'd start the day. So it was kind of fierce.
I mean, that is cool. What teacher would voluntarily do that? Like, what's wrong in their life? They're like, I'll get up extra early to do more.
Well,
teaching.
I think they also got to leave earlier too, so that was the incentive. Like, you just finish it earlier, and then you can, do what you need to do before play rehearsal.
I guess you finish teaching at noon, you can have a whole nother secret life.
Exactly.
I mean, that's pretty amazing. I was like a band freak. I was a little band boy. I was
a lot of similar stories. A lot of similar stories to that character, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I mean, in marching band, we got glitter. We got glitter.
Oh, and marching band was horny. I know that for a fact. Marching band was horny, so I don't doubt that this is that forward.
Yeah, you would boof your tuba, right?
We would tufa. Yeah, I'm trying to marry those words, and it's hard. But yeah, we boofed the tuba. We boofed the tuba for sure. No,
we boofed the tuba.
We would boof the tuba. I was in the pit section, so I played the xylophone, which I would say, as far as being uncool and in marching band, that's the coolest, right?
I mean, I saw a preview before we started the show, and you're very good at it, so I was impressed.
Thank you so much. And you know what? I just like to pull that out just to flex a little bit on everybody, let them know that they're about to join a show where people have a lot of talent.
Totally. Well, I mean, I imagine it's really easy to take to parties and show off. It's really it's a very movable instrument. So
and very much I'm like, uh-oh, he's here again. Yeah. He's gonna play the thing with the piercing shriek for noise. Sure. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Camden, where are you coming at us from? Where are you?
I'm in New York. I'm in Brooklyn, newly, because I'm from LA, but I just got here. We're trying the bi-coastal thing. So
yeah.
Where?
That's amazing.
I'm in Greenpoint.
Nice.
Greenpoint is great. Greenpoint is very fun. Some very nice, beautiful parks.
It's true. Actually, I was about to tell you like exactly where I was, and I'm not going to do that.
Good. Smart.
Oh, but that's fun. Have you gotten any time to explore other neighborhoods, explore the city a little bit?
Yeah, I've been here for like a few months, and I've been back and forth for a while. But yeah, I'm definitely really liking it.
Yeah, what do you think compared to LA? What's the thought?
A little less. Well, you know, everyone's
Okay.
I'm enjoying the people a little bit more.
Oh, okay.
Wow, that was the most almost political answer that I've heard in a description of New York.
I'm born and raised Calabasas High School alumni. I'm allowed to say it. LA people are trash. But
okay.
It's okay. It's okay. And may we all become stars.
There you go. There you go. You know what? Maybe we all become stars. Camden, do you have any live shows coming up or anything you want to promote?
Well, if I'm not mistaken, I believe I'm in the next Characters Welcome live show to give you a little segue.
Shit. And that is August 1st, correct?
August 1st, yeah.
Yes.
But if you follow the little Twitter, I'm about to go film something that I don't think I can talk about yet. But if you follow the Twitter, you'll be the first to see the deadline article. So,
ooh,
congratulations,
that's exciting.
Camden.
Whatever that is.
The glitter, yeah.
That is huge. Good for you. That's amazing. So we will see you August 1st. That's so amazing.
Yeah. I'm doing the same character, so woohoo!
If you like this, get the exact same thing in just a couple weeks.
Exactly.
See
but
the
maybe
potty
you'll actually see the
shine.
dog strap this time instead of just imagining it. So
I know. Oh, great! I can't wait. I was wondering. What is below the sternum? Yeah,
you'll find out.
Wow.
There's going to be a deadline article all about it.
There's going to be a lot of articles about it. Playbill for sure.
Follow this sternum.
Camden, thank you so much for being here. We'll see you soon.
You. Bye.
See ya.
Oh, that's great. I like it when good people get good things. It always makes me feel good.
So nice.
When nice people get good things, oh, what a dream. All those Emmy nominations that came out. Oh.
Yes. Every one of them, nice people. Quick shout out to the comments. Someone on Facebook just posted, I'm not going to lie. I searched for a COVID press conference in Australia and somehow this video came up. G'day, mate. Woo! Good
Stop
news.
the spread. Stop the spread.
Because I said I have the cure for COVID like 25 minutes ago and they're flagged by Facebook. It's like, this guy's a source.
That's what this is about.
Everyone needs. This is how disinformation spreads, because of people like us.
This is how it does.
So, hit us up on Venmo to throw some cash this way. Keep the positive information flowing. It's at Squirrel NYC. That's a business Venmo place. So please find us there and send us the cash.
And I think that's our friggin' show.
That's the show, guys. I'm out of darkness.
Whoa!
I'm out of light. Darkness is come. The fireflies are coming out here in beautiful upstate New York.
And that's it, folks. If you like what you saw, you can subscribe to us on YouTube. Thank you, Spencer Griffin at JFL. We'll see y'all next week, huh?
See you next week, folks. Have a good one.
Later, players.